Okay, so I wanted to take my Ultra League team to the drawing board. I got some ideas, but I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to invest the Stardust yet. I'd rather wait until I'm forced to be in Ultra League, and then we can like spill all the juices. I was gonna say the creative juices and the Stardust juices, and I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to go. Point being, we just had a set of Ultra League, let's do a set of Great League. And this is a really unconventional, uncanny team of heroes that probably need some tweaking, but I took some time on PvP poke, and these all seem to counter like the main threats that I'm concerned about in Great League, to the point where they balance each other out. Like, the things I think my Emploeon would be weak to, at least with top counter wise, are things that my Quagsire would counter, and my Castform counter some things that the other two won't do. This is probably going to take some test field runs. I'm okay with sacrificing a run perfecting this team, because if it works, it'd be interesting to make it work. These are pretty good. All these were from previous Sylph League Cups. I raised specifically for the Sylph League Cups. So they have pretty good IV sets. Like, this is probably actually a good setup for me, because I have my Steel type up against the Fairy type. I'm actually surprised my opponent hasn't swapped away yet. They're probably like... And this is where my Ice type comes in. And this is actually great, because Water Ball is excellent for shield baiting and slash spamming away until your opponent just decides, screw it, I'm gonna waste it. It's pretty much the equivalent to Mud Bomb, and if you've been watching my videos long enough, you know just how good Mud Bomb can actually be. You know what? I'm enjoying this so far, even though my Castform's taking a lot of damage from that Rage Relief. I'm actually willing to shield this. Because if I can, like, farm away the Victory Bell, which is a little bit of a risk I have to admit, then it'll be worthwhile. Guess who got greedy? This guy got greedy. But hey, at least I have enough going for me for a Hydro Cannon or a Flash Cannon. The Hydro Cannon is a safer play. So, I should have done some more Water Ball spamming. I definitely learned that for next time. Hydro Cannon was still fairly devastating though. And I'm either taking out this Quagsire before going down, or wasting the last shield. Pretty good for me considering, like, my Emploeon was on death row already. Go ahead and waste your charge move on me. I'd rather go into you with 0 energy so I can just, like, send my last Pokemon out and get the energy off. It's... unfortunately probably gonna lose this match just because Quagsire is not the most neutral setup for all this. But I believe it can win this. I really don't want to waste my energy on this though. And I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake. Right, I should have remembered that Wigglytuff was the last thing he had since he started with it. And that was enough to actually finish off the match. And that was my first run with this team that I kind of just put together on the spot. Worked out pretty well. I didn't even get a chance to explain why I might be doing so well with it. This, I believe, is top 4 out of all Emploeons for Great League IVs. I forget exactly how high my Castform is, but it's pretty high. It's within the top 100, give or take, but I think it's actually within the top 100. Miss No Arms, I don't remember how good her IVs are, but they're certainly better than the last Quagsire that I raised. Ah, man. This is recorded the same night as that last mix-set battle, and in it, like, I talked about how I had a calzone for lunch. I accidentally bit my tongue, and I'm still feeling the effects of it all. I was actually probably better staying in with my Emploeon, but we'll just see how this goes off. I'll admit, this team isn't quite prepared for Deoxys defense form, despite just it being like the top Pokemon of the meta. The fact I took that Rock Slide fairly well is a good sign. If the trainer didn't want to spend their Stardust, my Quagsire pretty much has walled this Deoxys, but odds are they have a second charge move, and they'll probably get it off on me before I go down. But this is honestly a better exchange than I thought it was gonna go down. Okay, I'm gonna just see what happens. Learning experiences. Thunderbolt. Oh wow, I actually resist both of this Deoxys moves, so I guess... Granted, there are other ways to run a Deoxys, so if you have a different Deoxys set, you could counter a Quagsire, but I believe Thunderbolt and Rock Slide is the most common Deoxys form set. So, Quagsire actually is a good counter for that. The one downside is Quagsire was really needed for that Lantern. I specifically had Quagsire in mind to counter that. I'll go for Weather Ball, just see if I can like spam some shields out of him. Because otherwise I risk running my Emploeon against the Thunderbolts and the Sparks if he has that move. I have to like watch the animation a little more closely. Yeah, it's got Water Guns, so Emploeon might be alright in this setup, but it's not ideal because all it takes is one Thunderbolt to really put me in a disadvantage. And considering what the last Pokemon is, I might even need Castform. I got a lot of health. Let's see if I can tank a hit. Castform should be fairly bulky for this League Cup. That's pretty good damage to take from a Thunderbolt that's neutral. Unfortunately, I won't get to another... Oh man, I just barely got to another Water Ball before I went down. I'm okay with this, I'm okay with this. I get one more attack off, and it's not going to get much energy off me, because it's a Charmer, and I get the matchup I want against this Wigglytuff. I'm just going to go straight for the Hydro Cannon, because if he wants to shield, great. Don't have to worry about that Lantern comes in. If not, this should still do a solid amount of damage. Awesome. It's kind of risky to farm against the Charmer, but if I can do that, then maybe I can like save myself for the Lantern when it comes in. I still have one more shield, so I should be able to get this Wigglytuff out. Get rid... Oh, man, it would have been nicer if I had the Flash Cannon ready, but I don't think I have that luxury. Just gotta go straight for the Hydro Cannon. That way if my opponent tries to go for a charge move right away, I can block it. And I don't think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very, very close. And if my opponent had the Electric Fast move rather than the Water one, they definitely would have won this. There is a chance though I could still win this. It'll come down to the wire. There we go. This seems working out fairly well. I'm actually pretty proud of how all my little Sylph League guys come together to actually do some work against the foes that I face. I do wish I was better prepared for Deoxys, but Deoxys defense form really worried me. When I first saw it, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't take Deoxys into account despite it being like top 5 in the meta. And yet here we are. I'm gonna go into Castform because I am afraid of just getting counterbaited if I go directly into Quagsire. Because like if he has a Grass type in the back, that's gonna get swapped in right away. Even if he doesn't, he could probably just swap into like anything that does neutral damage. Oh my god, I forgot how frail Alone Raichu actually is. This is kind of what... This Azumarill is what I really wanted Emploeon for, but we'll see if Castform can do some work. It can't. Spoilers. It's probably just gonna go down because the one downside of Castform, it has 0 coverage. I don't think I have the most ideal moveset because I just remembered that I never TM'd over because during the Sylph Cup I ran out of TMs. But spoiler, all of Castform's moves are of the Ice type, so it wouldn't do much good for me anyways. So I probably could have afforded to shield that, especially because it took so much energy to get up to that Hydro Pump. But I really wasn't... I really just wanted to save my energy. Now I'm gonna just try to charge myself up for a Hydro Cannon, or a Flash Cannon, and see if I can bait it out. Then again, there's a slight chance my opponent may not even realize I get that move. But I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna go for a safe Hydro Cannon. Especially because Azumarill I think is low enough on health that if this doesn't take it out, it'll come close to taking it out. But yeah, That shield bait was exactly what I wanted, and I can go straight for another Hydro Cannon. Hindsight, like, how I thought I'd be getting more use of my shields on my other Pokemon. I definitely wish I would have shielded with Castform, just so I have the extra Pokemon for later. But I can at least make up for it by shielding now. And my Emploeon will at least have enough going for it that I can do some work on the final Pokemon. If I can get one more shield, get my opponent's last shield before going down, that would be excellent. Oh, Tropius! What? Oh my god, no, that was a dumb play. But if I can get to a Stone Edge, he'll probably just block it. I pretty much just fed my frickin'... especially with how little health I frickin' fed my Quagsire to the frickin' Tropius. But yeah, I think Tropius in particular was a Pokemon they had Castform in mind for. Huh? Come on, just finish me off. I stopped because I thought he was lagging, but I mean, of course, I'm not gonna waste the opportunity. The fact that I let him get a couple hits off on me is way more than makes up for it. That was just mean. Just finish me off, man. I played poorly, or the fact that I gave up my one grass weakness way too early on. That was on me. I'm willing to take the loss. But note to keep in mind. Save. Don't take Castform for granted. It's pretty much my saving grace when I have two water types on a team. So if I do take this team to the drawing board, that isn't something worth keeping in mind. Speaking of keeping in mind... Wow, my opponent actually swapped away. Now I'm gonna keep this. This is still an okay setup for Wishcast. I might want a GTFO when the Bud Bombs start coming in, but hey, always a shield. Sure, shield for shield. Just so I don't have to worry about taking damage, and I'll wear this guy around a little bit more. Now swap. That's what I was hoping to do the first time. And if I did that, I wouldn't have to worry about being down a shield, but it is what it is. And I should have enough... I'm trying to debate whether to go straight for the Earthquake, go for a Stone Edge as soon as I have it, or build up the energy for an Earthquake and go for a Stone Edge to try to get rid of this last shield. I didn't realize how close I was to the Earthquake, so now I've made up my mind which I'm gonna do. The ideal situation is that he blocks this. That is perfect. Now I can just go for the Earthquake without fear. But I have to waste my last shield here in order to conserve my Quagsire. You know what? I'm doing that. You know, it seems dumb for me to go to Stone Edge, but if I can save the extra energy for one more Pokemon, then it's definitely worth it. Especially because of how low health I am. That was a bad play. I'll give myself crap when I need to. That was a terrible play. I should have just gone for the Earthquake. I knew that he would resist the attack, but I underestimated by how much. And I just wasted my shield for nothing. So I'm pretty much forced to go into this shieldless, saving the Pokemon for later. And would have been really nice to have Quagsire for a Registeel, but nope, I just wasted my Quagsire. Best hope here is just to spam Hydro Cannons and hope I can get more damage off on the Registeel than it gets off on me. But considering it's a Registeel, trying to outpace it is no easy feat. If I lose this one though, I'll admit that it's completely on me and not my team. It would be nice to have a little bit less of a grass weakness and all. I was actually super afraid to just try to save my energy there. I did not think that was going to happen. Speaking of wasting, I should have predicted. I got way too, like, I have to hit this before I go down, but Nah, I was low enough on health that I probably would have gone down anyways. And now it's Castform versus Clefable. So I just gotta see how much water ball spamming I can do. Clefable actually does get a steel type move, so it's all gonna depend on if I can take it out before it can get to that meteor mash. Considering that I got water ball on my side, though, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. I'll admit, like, earlier on I didn't think we'd pull it off, but man, just look at Castform go. And Charm is a powerful move, but it does terrible work with energy, so since I was neutral to it, and because Castform is the max L and good IVs, it was able to resist attacks fairly well. So we actually did pretty good in that fight. Now, I could swear we did all 5 of our matches already. We lost one, for sure. Did we lose? I thought we lost 2, but maybe not. Maybe we still have a chance to get the Pokemon. It'd be pretty awesome if we did. Oh, I don't know who does well in this match. I know Quagsire does, but I'm not sure if it's worth sacrificing this matchup lead for. Good, I made him switch. I can deal with that. And I'm actually kind of wondering if I should have gone... I probably should have gone into Quagsire for that. But to be fair, like, if this guy does get Energy Ball, and if he has that, then Quagsire would just be dead. So this is probably a safer play, not knowing the moveset. And Castform is good at wasting shields, so if I can, like, get rid of both of their shields, be well worthwhile. I just don't know if I can take a hit. Probably gonna regret this. That was regrettable, but could be more regrettable. I at least get one more Weather Ball off before going down. If I can waste both the shields of my opponent before even losing one Pokemon, that'd be amazing. Castform, you did good. We just gotta pray that there's no Tropius hiding in the back. I'm gonna go into Quagsire. This is gonna be bad, but I'm hoping for a discharge. Thank you. Now, this is neutral. I could go for Stone Edge. I'm gonna shield this time, because if he's got Energy Ball, he's gonna reveal it now. Bug Buzz. Okay, I'm not scared. I can just, like, it's gonna take a little bit, but I can just, like, try to get the energy off on this Gargantua for the last Pokemon. And thank you, PvP Poke, for teaching me that Umbreon gets countered by Quagsire. So he probably swapped into that, trying to protect his Electric type, but this actually works out fairly well for me. I just gotta take care of the Umbreon before I can get taken out. And I know Emploeon well enough to know that it can't take me out with either of his moves at this range. That did a lot more than I was expecting it to, though. It's okay. If he gets up to enough energy before I go down again, though, I just gotta remember to shield this time. My last Pokemon's an Emploeon. Honestly, not... I'm gonna actually swap now, because this is not... It's actually not ideal for Quagsire to be... It's not ideal for my Emploeon to be stuck against that. I'd rather, like... I think I'd rather have my almost burnt out Quagsire against that Gargantua than I would Emploeon. Still, I resisted its attacks. I could have resisted that a little bit better though. Hydro can't. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna waste the shield here. This is gonna be bad. Okay, Hydrocan this time. This time I go for Hydrocan. I don't get how that worked. I was really low on health, so I was pretty sure that any fast move that Gargantua did would have taken me out. Somehow, though, we ended up with a victory with that, and didn't have to worry about if Quagsire had enough health to finish off the bug. He brought the bug to me. Oh my god, we did it. We did it, guys. It's been a good hot minute, but we finally got a Pokemon. Now, there's been a couple off-screen since the update, but this is the first one on-screen. They've got the 4 battles after the update. Update in particular I'm thinking of is they added legendary Pokemon to the pool. Unfortunately, it's past 10 o'clock, so I don't got a shot at a Darkrai. But I haven't done a Thunderous yet. So if this guy is a Thunderous, it'll be a new Dex entry on film for Go Battle League Live. I'll be happy if it's another Dino though, because I need more candies for that. Or Litlick. But we're probably just gonna get something even more basic than that. Like a Snorlax. Unfortunately, Snorlax does qualify as like, nope, I really don't want it, but at least it's not a Sinnoh starter. It's a little bit better than a Sinnoh starter. I was kind of hoping that I could finally like capture the Dino experience live, but it could have been worse. I think they might have taken out all the Pokemon worse than a Snorlax out of the pool already, but I'm gonna just pretend that Sinnoh starters are still there, so I feel a little bit better about myself. Yeah, Garventula is good for Great League, as you can see by the fact that I made one my buddy. I really want to use it for Toxic Cup especially. Before we end things off, even though this video has gone pretty long already, I guess I can like quickly showcase why Garventula is such a good Pokemon, to the point I want to use it more. You see, it gets a Grass type move, which is excellent coverage against ground types. It's got Volt Switch, which is a fantastic electric move, especially for the Go Battle League. And unless you're getting resisted by things, an excellent fast move in general. The issue is like it's in the middle ground between good for energy and good for damage. So if you're going against a lot of stuff that resist it, like Raikou in the Master League. Raikou in the Master League does well with Thundershock, I believe, because Thundershock is purely for gaining energy. And since there's a good chance you'll run into something like Giratina and you have your Volt Switch for an electric move, which you can get to fairly quickly anyways, it's better to try to get the energy for those charge moves than it is to try to do damage to fast moves. But in other situations where you're not resisted by don't have to worry about being resisted by things, Volt Switch is an excellent fast move. And this discharges its electric move, and Bug is its bug type move as we saw. But I believe it also gets Cross Poison. It just has fantastic coverage of a lot of good charge moves and an excellent fast type move. Unfortunately, I don't really have enough resources to do everything I want with this. This isn't even a good IV one, it's just the closest one I had to good IVs at the time when I had the candy to evolve it. So we'll just try to make it work out. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta claim the rest of my Go Battle League prizes. All that remains is the total. That's a nice chunk of Stardust. Eventually we're gonna make up for all the Stardust we lost, or should I say I lost, between, I would say, in Go Battle League, which is true, but specifically during the Rocket event, I did something very, very stupid. I keep getting stuck in my head that Mamoswine is frail, but then again, most ice types are frail. So I didn't want to like mess around with the moves on a Mamoswine to try to take on Go Rocket leaders. And so I thought, sure, let's teach Glaceon a second charge move. And let's waste TMs on it that you could have saved for frickin' either Shadow Pokemon or, I don't know, the Go Battle League that you've been making videos for all the time. Either way, that's what we're stuck with. Now that I got charged TMs, I can at least TM away Ice Beam for Avalanche. I was just not sure which move at the time was better. I just knew Ice Beam was something I wanted to have. It's probably like... So, since I wasted that 75,000 Stardust, I do want to eventually try Glaceon in a Master League set. I just don't know when, and I would have to really make sure that I have a team built around it. Also have to remember to TM Ice Beam away from Avalanche, but I'm sure by the time Master League comes back around, I'll have enough of either TM to weigh that move, or have plenty of TMs to do so. It's gonna take a little bit of preparation work is what I'm trying to say. Okay, enough rambling aside. Wow, I want to get to sleep, so... because I gotta wake up like 6 AM in the morning. And I don't want to be a complete cranky bum. Just time flies when you're having fun. I didn't even realize that it was past 10 while I was recording. Take care, everyone. This set of pics will go into my phone now. And we'll sync up the video in the press on the crow now. It is not shiny, who would unfunk it? Okay.